So in your last video, you asked me to answer a list of first date questions, and I thought that was a really good idea. Not really. And so I decided to but discuss a list of questions concerning the first week back in your semester. So, like, getting to know your new classmates in your new classes and, like, just trying to make conversation with them and how annoying and ridiculous it is. So the first thing you usually ask someone in class when you're trying to get to know them is what their major is. And I think it's the stupidest question to ask, because that is probably the least stable thing about their lives. Like, people change their majors so often. Like, you might as well be asking them, what is your major this month? Because basically all the people that I know have changed their majors at least once this year. The next question people typically ask is, where are you from? Meaning, like, where are you from on the planet? This is, like, the worst question for me to answer, because I don't like where I'm from. And usually I'm talking to someone who's from, like, Chicago or Atlanta or somewhere, you know, with life and with people. Not just cows. Yeah, that question just makes me angry. And then to add on to that last question, where do you live on campus? Which is slightly creepy and also really pointless, because no one's ever going to remember. If I'm like, oh, dorm such and such on the such and such side of campus, I mean, obviously you don't live in my dorm, so it doesn't matter. Why do you need to know? Don't be a creeper. Stop it. Ugh. And my favorite question to ask / answer is, where did you go to high school, in terms of public school, private school, or homeschooled? Because I really like answering that question, because when you say I went to a public school with, 400 people in my graduating class, it gives you kind of like street cred at a Christian university. And also, I really like being correct when I assume that someone's homeschooled. When they're sitting there like, my mom made me these clothes! I really, I like to be affirmed that I could peg a homeschooler from a mile away. And you also get, like, the miscellaneous questions such as, do you have a car? I've gotten asked that so many times, and, like, why do you need to know if I have a car? Do you need a ride somewhere? Because I'm not going to give you a ride, even if I do have a car, which I don't. But, I mean, like, there's stuff like that, totally random, and then there's stuff like, can I add you on Facebook? Can I have your number? And I understand, like, can I have your number? You're asking me out because I'm flawless. But, can I add you on Facebook? Because you know my major and where I live on campus, you feel confident enough to ask me if you can friend me? Really? That's kind of cocky. I don't like that. Even though these questions are kind of stupid and kind of pointless, and I'm going to be a hypocrite and I'm still going to use them, because, you're just trying to make conversation with someone and hopefully, just make a friend. So cheesy, but it's so true. When you're nervous on those first days of school, back to school, we all do it. Can't be ashamed of it, but we can make fun of it on YouTube. That's what we can do.